Well, what is up, bug knots and Jawas out there? This is Mando Talk. I'm your host, Caleb Keller, and joined alongside me tonight is Nolan Ferris over there giggling away already.
What's up, guys?
It's going to be a good episode, I believe so.
Yes, sir.
All
yes,
right,
sir.
we got Brandon Anderson back in the studio, repping the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
Bears.
Bears.
Questionable decision, to say the least,
Wow.
man.
Okay.
Go Titans.
Well, hey, I support the Titans too, but we're off to a great start this year.
Touchdown, Titans.
There you go, Mike Keith.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. You should get into radio announcing, man.
Don't
He
quit.
draws back, rolls to the right, looking to the outside. Oh, sacked.
All right, we apologize to all of your eardrums.
Yeah,
there.
they're all blown out now.
Yeah, oh well, you get what you get here at Mando Talk. We're glad that you're listening this week. A lot of Star Wars news going on, like so much that we're probably not even going to dig into all of it like we usually do, which is A-okay.
Yeah.
We're focusing on The Mandalorian right now. We're officially 2 weeks away.
2 weeks.
Start the
what does that
countdown.
mean? What does that mean for Mando Talk? It means we've got 2 episodes left to review,
Yep, rewatching.
to rewatch. We're
Yep.
going to do both of those next week, right? And then the watch will be, like 8 and 9 will be next week.
Well, there's only Chapter 8 left.
Or
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
We
Yeah.
only have one. So after tonight, Chapter 7's tonight, The Reckoning.
Wow. Yeah.
Next week is the finale of Season 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah, your host doesn't, I'm not real sure.
I wish there was 9 episodes in season 1.
I wish there was 10,
I was about to say, at the time, I could have used another episode.
no doubt. And I forgot how incredible Chapter 7 ends.
For sure.
Like, I was ready to keep watching. It's a very sad ending, seeing
Yep.
Baby Yoda get swept up like trash,
And then just seeing
basically.
Quill laying there, like,
roasted,
heartbreaking.
kind of like just fried
Mm-hmm.
on a grill.
Yeah.
I needed that visual. Thanks.
Listen,
Medium well.
we got a lot of things going on here at Mando Talk, and the big thing that we wanted to announce right here at the start of our episode to make sure that everyone's ears are blessed with this information. We got a giveaway.
Yes.
We got a giveaway coming that we are going to kick off this weekend on our social medias, so you need to be following us on Facebook and Twitter at Mando Talk on both of those platforms. And here's the things that we're going to give away. We will share more about as far as what you can do to get submitted into winning the giveaway.
Mm-hmm.
But here are the items that we're giving away. We've got a Mando Talk hat that you will receive, adjustable, so it's going to fit whatever size head you got.
Official.
You've got a Mando Talk t-shirt that you are going to receive, and we are going to get you, once we announce that you win, we're going to get you to send us your size, so you will get a suited up, fancy, snazzy,
One that will fit.
fitted to you Mando Talk t-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
We got Mando Talk sticker, so you're getting Mando Talk merch, but added piece, you're getting a Mandalorian with child Funko Pop, and that's a pretty nice bobblehead.
Also, I was going to talk to you guys. Probably should do this off the air, but I think it would be cool, whoever wins, if they wanted to have like a Zoom meeting and get to talk Star Wars with us,
That would be cool.
like live, if they could, like, I don't know.
Sure.
And then we'd do a couple sound bites from it about our conversation and the kind of the high points from our Zoom conversation.
Yeah, we can do
and put
something
it in
like
like the
that.
next episode or something, or post it to the social media
No
page.
doubt.
I'm
No
down.
doubt.
Yeah.
That would be pretty
Let's
cool.
do it. Hey.
That'd be pretty cool
Yeah.
for them to get to do that with us too.
That's a
Give them a chance to talk to us for a change.
Yeah, and ask us, some Star Wars questions, or
yeah, if you want to hear
just
our
talk,
thoughts.
just talk Star Wars, because we'd
Yeah.
like to know what you guys think too.
Or if you want to roast Nolan like we do, this will be your chance.
Hey, we could play Star Wars trivia box.
We could play Star Wars Trivia Box. It's been a while since
Yeah.
we've done that, man.
So, yeah, but keep an eye out for our social media posts about
Yes.
that. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all
Mhm.
that. And we'll give you more of the details on how you can enter to in the drawing for the giveaway, and then to Zoom with us.
No doubt. I second all of that. And so we've got that out of the way. Hopefully that entices you to check us out on social media. I have a lot of fun doing it. I'm trying to tweet like every day, every other day at this point, because it's just fun kind of seeing like recently we got a couple of listeners talking to us about how Rogue One was one of their
I saw
all-time
that. Yeah, that
favorite
was
Star
cool.
Wars movies.
That was cool. Yeah,
Which Nolan, you're a huge fan of Rogue One,
I do like Rogue One. It's not my favorite.
right?
And
yeah,
longtime listeners will know that my favorite Star Wars film is Revenge of the Sith.
right.
Along with most people, or I'd say several people from our generation.
Yeah,
You know, we grew up on those movies, the prequels, and yes, that's my favorite. But Rogue One,
it's close.
I'll give it 2 thumbs up.
I put it in my top 5 if you
You did.
remember.
You
Yeah,
did.
so
it is. Yeah,
I think it's great.
It is a great film. It is a great film.
really
But
good.
anyway,
Except
check us out.
my wife doesn't like it because everybody dies.
True. That's so okay. My wife's the same way.
Yeah.
I think it's her least favorite because of that reason.
Right.
But
right.
whatever. It is what it is. Check us out, social media. You'll get more details on that giveaway. You don't want to miss it. That's a lot of cool things heading your way if you win that. There are a lot of Star Wars pieces of news out there leaking out, also official, and then some rumors that I'm actually I think I'm going to debunk it whenever we get to it. Those of you
Okay.
listening probably know what's going on. So
Yeah.
let's do this real quick. We want to focus on The Mandalorian tonight because, to be honest, we got a lot of things going on in our lives right now that we need to do kind of outside the podcast. So we're going to deliver a great podcast episode to you tonight, but we're going to try to make it as short and concise as possible.
Yep.
So let's do this. Cassian Andor. It is beginning production on November 4th, and it's under the working title of Star Wars Andor. So it sounds like they're full swing away next month. 3 weeks away from now, they're going to start filming, shooting, writing, whatever they need to do for Cassian Andor to get that rolling. Now, we were talking off air, just real quick. Are we excited for Cassian Andor? Like, where's your excitement level?
I am. I feel like I'll be more excited when we start hearing about the production and how it's going and,
Yeah.
sort of where it's moving from there. But yes, I'm excited for it, but I want to know more about it before I can really dive into wanting to know. Like, because it's
Agree.
just extra Star Wars information. For me, it's kind
Yeah.
of like extra out there. I'm more interested in, well, definitely full-focused, full speed ahead for The Mandalorian.
Right.
Season 2 to come out. And then I'm really interested right now in the High Republic.
Okay.
So that's kind of my 2. And then I guess the third would be Kenobi.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm excited about that too.
Yeah. I agree. BA, where's your excitement level for Cassian Andor?
If I had to put it on a scale of like 1 to 10,
Yeah.
be honest, it's probably a 4.
Ooh.
But
okay.
it could come out of left field and surprise me, and that's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
And we just got done talking about how
Rogue
Rogue
One.
One was really good.
Mm-hmm.
But it's
Yeah.
that we haven't had a lot of teaser information to get us interested. It's just like there's
True.
going to be a series. So
Right.
once we start production and everything, and I don't know how you feel, but once we start production, I think we're going to get more excited about it. The more detailed kind of hints and teasers we get,
No, I agree. Cassian Andor, I loved the character in Rogue
Right.
One, and his background of being raised in a separatist family is extremely interesting to me, and I really hope they explore that in his TV show. I'm assuming they will.
Probably so.
That's probably what excites me the most about seeing a show about him. But yeah, my excitement level is probably like 5, honestly, right now, 5 out of 10, only because, like you guys were saying,
There's just nothing
there's
there.
nothing out
Yeah.
there except, we're starting production. Other than that,
Yeah.
we haven't seen pictures. We don't have anything really to roll off of. The next kind of Star Wars thing we got going on, and I'm actually kind of excited about this. I don't know why. It might just be the picture that I saw. Lego Star Wars Holiday Special.
Okay, is the picture you're referring to? It's like the Lego hand, and it's like from your father
Yeah.
to Luke.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
one of them.
Yeah.
But there's so first of all, it's coming to Disney Plus on November 17th. So that's pretty soon. Images of Rey versus Vader in that have been revealed and
Oh,
released.
I haven't even seen those.
I've heard or I've seen like plot kind of leaks or rumors that Rey is somehow going back in time and like visiting all the important moments in Star Wars. So that's really interesting. Like, can we consider Lego
You
Star
think she's
Wars?
going through the same portal that Palpatine did
Here we go.
in the Sith room?
Who knows? I don't know. But all I know is this. Do we consider this as canon?
Oh,
like,
no.
is Lego Star Wars... It's a Star Wars...
Does Disney consider it canon?
A great question. I don't know.
I think it's just going to be a way to break up some of the seriousness because they've had a lot of that this past year.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
Because, I used to play the on
Video
the
games.
Wii,
Yeah.
Lego Star Wars on the Wii, and
Mhm.
Indiana Jones and stuff on the Wii. So
Yeah.
I'm pumped about
Now they're
it.
coming out with the Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga game soon, too,
Ooh.
which is going to have all the films,
Yeah.
Is that going to be on
all the
PlayStation?
characters. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I'm sure it'll
I'll
be on
there.
Xbox, PlayStation.
It'll be on
all of
anything
them,
you want
Switch.
to, probably.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's out there, and we'll probably watch it, and we'll probably talk about it on Mando Talk, I'm assuming.
Oh, yeah.
November
for sure,
17th.
For sure.
Let me pull up that calendar real quickly. And I know we're spending more time on this than I thought. November 17th, that's a Tuesday. And we'll have a Mandalorian episode on the 20th. So I guess we'll be
Yeah.
able to, 5 minutes on Lego Star Wars Holiday Special.
Yeah.
We'll dedicate to
We're
it.
going to take a deep dive into
Do we
Lego
know how
Star
long
Wars.
that special is going to be?
We don't. At
Okay.
least not currently. Not
Okay.
currently.
But usually they're maybe 30 minutes to an hour, maybe?
I'd say so, at least. I can expect that. I would expect that.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, let's move on. The next kind of Star Wars thing before we focus only on The Mandalorian.
Whoop, whoop.
Although this could be Mandalorian connected.
This will be your segue.
Yeah. I mean, there's Mandalorian news that we're talking first before the rewatch. But here's the last one that's not connected to factual Mandalorian Season 2 or 3 info. Reportedly, there is a big push by Lucasfilm to have a Cara Dune and Bo-Katan series. And the source for that, again, is Kessel Run Transmissions. We kind of, again, we talked about it off air.
They're a bunch of rumor starters.
Exactly. Like, it seems like, and I'm not hating Kessel Run Transmissions
I will.
whatsoever. It's just
will,
at
personally.
what point is, because, okay, this idea of a series being in development is so vague.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that in development could mean, oh, here's an idea, let's put that Post-it note up on our thought board and we'll come back to it maybe one day.
Right.
Like, that's in development.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, how far can you really take that? And how serious do you guys think them doing that would be? I mean, for me personally, I think there's a lot going on in Star Wars right now that they won't necessarily focus in on those two. I mean, I would love it. I love both of those characters. But for me personally, I do not see this coming anytime soon, if at all, honestly. And I'd be surprised if it happens. I wouldn't hate it, but I just don't see it happening currently.
Yeah.
What are y'all's thoughts?
I think like right now there's so much, like you said, going on in Star Wars that they don't want to flood that market. But I feel like if Season 2 goes over great and Cara Dune has a bigger part than she did this last season, I feel like then that'll actually become something that we'll start seeing concrete, like maybe production started, maybe someone writes it.
Word. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Okay.
My thoughts will be developed after Season 2.
Okay, fair.
Because, they already know how Season 2 and even Season 3 are going to go. So
True.
they probably are predicting the excitement between them two characters. So, yeah.
Yeah. Now, I just thought of something, though, that kind of Star Wars thought that, or Lucasfilm thought that The Last Jedi was going to be
It's
so
gonna be, yeah.
fantastic that they signed Rian Johnson to an entire trilogy.
Yeah.
And here we are.
I bet they're regretting that.
But I will say, I think I trust them with The Mandalorian. I think I trust Favreau and Filoni at this point.
Yes. Yeah, I do.
Any other thoughts on that Cara Dune and Bo-Katan thing?
I mean, it would be
I kind
an
of got the
interesting
thing out
series.
that I wanted to say.
What connections do we have between the two of them?
Yeah, that's a great question,
that's
too.
just it's two very
Unconnected.
unconnected,
Currently, at
weird
least.
pairing. I mean, it's cool.
Yeah. Now,
Maybe.
Season 2 causes that connection that springs into a show.
Maybe.
Who knows?
I don't know.
We'll see, I guess. Somehow maybe they know each other and they show that in Mandalorian, or I don't know.
That's fine. That's great. Do it. Make Deborah Chow the director. That's then
Listen,
it'll be awesome.
Deborah Chow is busy with Kenobi, and I want her to stay
Oh
there
yeah, that's true.
and not focus on anything
I think I forget
else.
about that every week, but Yeah, no, she
Well,
is.
Kenobi goes back and forward every week. But, hey, Kenobi's shooting in March, according to Ewan McGregor. So that's out there.
Let's go.
That's going to be awesome.
That's going to be awesome.
Is he growing his hair out?
He's got the Kenobi Episode 3 hair right now.
Does he
and he's
really?
got the beard.
Really?
He's there.
That's so awesome.
All right, let's get into The Mandalorian. This is
You were
Mando
the chosen
Talk.
one.
We should be talking about The Mandalorian here.
Oh, yeah.
Jon Favreau, speaking to Variety, he reveals that Season 3 production is on schedule despite of all the COVID-19 things going on. He expects for them to be able to begin that production before the end of 2020. So, Mandalorian Season 3 is ahead of schedule of both Cassian Andor and Kenobi, basically, is what I'm
Look who
getting
you've
from
got in
this.
charge of it.
True.
That is, I wish Disney would see that, too. That is the key
Yeah.
to Mandalorian success.
Jon
Is
Favreau.
the two main guys behind it,
That's
Filoni
fair.
and Favreau.
That's fair.
Disney, wake up! Let them make a movie.
Some hot takes from Nolan tonight.
Hot takes, man.
Let them make a movie. Let them make a movie.
What about a Mandalorian movie? So we were talking about
Yes.
okay. IGN. I saw
Yes.
IGN on Instagram posted something about Favreau saying that he wouldn't be against it, basically exploring a Mandalorian movie idea.
Mm-hmm.
What would that even look like? BA, any thoughts on it?
We'd have to flesh out this story more before we can take a detour to a movie, I think.
Okay.
The Purge.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Didn't you pitch
I
that
already
as an idea?
said that. I already said that.
Maybe they are listening.
I
Go
mean,
back
just
and
send me my
listen to
check in the
Nolan's
mail.
take.
Just send me my check in the mail.
Okay, we got BA. We got to do something to bring this get this guy down a notch.
Oh, yeah. Just give us time. We got
All right,
this.
we
I mean,
got
I
it.
drew it out and everything. Just didn't put it on air because it was a terrible drawing. I can't draw. These two can draw. I can't.
Yeah, BA can for sure.
Yeah.
Me, no, not so much.
I'm retired. Been out of the
He's
game for too
Quill.
long, boys.
All right, next Mandalorian piece of news. We've got the official episode release dates. Nothing surprising with this,
Right,
though.
yeah.
It's every Friday until December 18th. So that's, I don't know why, but that just seems like a long time to me. October 30th all the way to December 18th, but I'm excited for it. I'm ready for it.
Did you guys enjoy how they did it last year where it was like every Friday? Because I know a lot with like the digital age that media's going where everyone can just stream. Episodes
Binge.
are all dropped, right? You can binge it.
Yeah,
Do you enjoy like that anticipation?
I enjoy it.
Because I do too.
Because, I mean, it gives us the premise of our show.
Mm-hmm.
We get
So,
to get
yes.
together every Friday night to talk about it. Now, real quick, I don't know, Nolan, you're eager to say something, but after The Mandalorian was really successful, and me and you both enjoyed The Witcher,
Mm-hmm.
that was one of the knocks on The Witcher because people thought that everyone would enjoy that show if they extended it. Like with The Mandalorian, people talked about it for 3 months because it was every week.
Right.
But The Witcher, people were only talking about it for 2 weeks, 3 weeks tops.
Because everybody had already binged
Because
it.
everybody had already seen everything at that point.
Yeah.
So I think that's a strategic and marketing technique that I think other streaming services, when they realize they have a property or an IP like Star Wars
That's going to
or
be sought after.
The
right?
Witcher or Lord of the Rings or Marvel or anything of that nature, I think they need to extend those things.
Game of Thrones. Can't believe you didn't say that one.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I'm not a fan.
I know.
Nolan, what were you going to say?
But what I was going to say was, yes, I enjoy the week up break, the week breaks that we get, because it does, like you were saying, gives us a purpose.
Yeah.
I mean, beyond that, though. I know. Yeah, I know.
Beyond
yeah.
that.
Clearly, the release schedule is for Mando Talk.
Right.
Yeah.
They consulted us,
Mhm.
right?
Appreciate that, Disney. Second off, what would make it better for me, though, is lengthier episodes.
Oh, no doubt.
So, because I don't get enough. Like, I wait all week,
Yeah.
7 days. And then here we go for a 30-minute episode. Come on.
Yeah.
Step it up to at least 45. 45 should be the shortest one. An
Okay.
hour. Like, that should be the longest one. Because I don't want to sit. It's not a movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
Like,
could do an hour.
maybe
10.
the finale make it an hour.
Yeah.
Or an hour 10, 15.
Mm-hmm.
But
Nothing
45.
less than 45.
nothing less than 45. Step it up. I got to have more.
But then,
I
see,
can't fight against that.
you would run into the issue or potential issue where you get an episode like episode 5 where a lot of us would consider, oh, it's just like a side, story, and we're like, all right, I don't need to see more of that. Then you're stuck in like a 45-minute episode of that. Would you enjoy that?
So the thing is, I hope there aren't. I know there will be some of those in season 2, but I think that was an introduction of characters, and I think you get that in the first couple of seasons. So I'm expecting a few of those in season 2 as well. You know, introducing some of the characters that we've had rumored and everything. But hopefully, you know, because it's like with most shows. You know, the first season is kind of slow. It kind of introduces you to characters and how they are and what their habits are. And then, you know, they say, you know, once you get past the first couple episodes, it gets really good.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's with everything.
I think that's kind of the structure of television now. And
Yes.
I would expect season 3 to be the turning point to where every single chapter matters.
Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's been at least for me, and I don't watch a ton of television, but with the TV seasons or shows, whatever I stream or watch, that usually tends to be the case. Like after the second season, things turn and it gets serious like every episode. But yeah, I'm all for the weekly release. Now, would we enjoy getting it in one night and sitting here watching it all together?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't think that beats first of all, the anticipation of the weekly release, and also it gives us 7 days to think that we've got the next episode figured out and figure out that we had
And
no
to fail
clue.
miserably every single time.
Yep. Yes.
For sure.
That's part of the experience, and I can't wait for that to come back for season 2. Now, speaking of season 2, we got character posters this week.
Oof.
We got pictures of
Yes.
Din Djarin, the Child, Cara Dune, and Grief Karga. I would assume we definitely know that Din and the Child are the big two.
Yes.
Right.
I would assume Cara and Grief are the next big two of this season.
Yeah.
Now, I'll be surprised if Grief Karga survives this season. Don't know why I feel that way, but I'll be surprised. That's my hot take of the night. I don't know if we'll see him after this one.
I can see that.
I think he'll survive.
Okay.
I
Are
do.
you sure?
I think
Okay.
that 4, like I think they might split up again. Like, you know, we see Cara Dune in episode 4,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Yep.
we skip
see
an
him
episode.
we
and
see him
then
at the
come
end
back.
of episode 8, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
they stay on.
Yeah, they stay together.
Yeah, they leave together.
Well, no,
and
they stay on Navarro,
They
right?
stay on Navarro, Grief and Cara. And we see in the trailer for season 2 that
He
Grief
goes
and
to pick him up.
Grief and Cara are on Navarro as well still.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Now, the biggest takeaway that I had for Din Djarin, and I know we don't have the pictures in front of us, in at least the character poster, Din Djarin's armor, Beskar, is not as shiny. And I know we don't have those in front of us right now to look at them. But as far as like when we saw him in that Beskar steel for the first time in chapter 3, how he just popped
Mhm.
and it blazing everywhere.
Mhm.
But in that picture, it seemed like it wasn't as shiny anymore. And I don't know if that was just editing or, again, if we read way too much into pictures. Probably so. But that was just one thing I noticed. And then the Child looks phenomenal, as always.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they are kind of going for the Western dusty look. I'm wondering
True.
if he had been on the road for a minute, or he's got a jetpack now, so in the skies,
If he might have made his way back to.
Tatooine.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the background to, I believe, all of those character posters is like that graffitied wall. Like, it looks like the planet where that wrestling match
Right. Yeah.
occurs. So, he's been places. We know that.
Yeah.
With the blue shrimp.
The blue shrimp.
Yeah, that's what they make those drinks out of. That glowing blue drink.
Oh,
the blue shrimp.
on
Oh.
Sargon or Sorgon.
Sorgon.
Yeah.
Sorgon. Yeah, there you
That's
go.
the planet
we
name.
were talking about.
Um,
Was it?
in season 2, the episode. So season 2, when the Gamorrean guards are wrestling in the wrestling ring,
Which
or boxing or fighting.
Yeah.
which we did we think it was on Mon Cala?
No, I don't think the wrestling match is on Mon Cala.
Okay.
I don't know what that the planet with the Cyclops dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what looks like to be the background of all of these character posters for season 2.
Mm.
So who knows? I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Let us know what you think of those pictures. I thought they were awesome. As soon as I saw them pop up on Twitter, I was like, retweet, get this out there. This looks awesome. Looks phenomenal. Last thing before we get into our Chapter 7 rewatch discussion, 2 new TV teasers. Not much to them, but one really interesting, intriguing shot. We get more footage of Din Djarin using the whistling birds in that wrestling or boxing or fighting arena or ring. And we see a Twi'lek. Now, I immediately texted you guys a screenshot of this Twi'lek, and question was, is this a burnt and crispy Quinn from Chapter 6 of the first season? Thoughts on it possibly being him? Because I would love for it to be him, just not sure that it is.
I said it could be, but I think if we see Quinn, we're going to see Rand.
Agreed.
Because, in episode 6 of season 1, we see Rand run away, start heading out the back door. But we never see Quinn move. We just see, the X-Wings blow up the hangar and everything. I would think Rand escapes, but I don't know if Quinn does. But by that picture, it does look like him.
It looks similar, and Twi'leks all look a little similar.
Right.
But structure of the face did kind of look similar there.
Right.
But he's definitely not as bright and purple as he was in season 1.
No, he's a little smoked up.
A little bit. So if it is Quinn, he's definitely got some damage to him. I think it'd be an interesting connection. But, B.A., do you want to spend time with characters from Chapter 6 in Season 2?
I was just going to say it might not be a throwaway episode like we thought it was, or just like a story filler. It might have, because I'm sure, again, I think you guys touched on it last week, we'll probably see these characters again in Season 2 or Season 3.
At some point.
Probably.
Right.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that'll be interesting to see if they can, bring these characters back around and add them back to the story.
Yeah. Now, do y'all think we'll get another, official trailer before the show releases? Or do you think we're just going to get these, itty-bitty TV trailers and teasers that maybe release just a little new shot?
I think that one, the latter.
Okay.
That's a good question.
Because Season 1, they didn't really throw any, huge scenes. They kept doing the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Just peppered in little
and
things.
the majority of their trailers were from the first 1 or 2 chapters, too.
Right.
So, I don't know.
Yeah, and they're not releasing a whole lot of new information as far as Season 2 goes. We're
No,
just
they
pretty
haven't.
much getting cool action shots
Pretty much.
that we've
Jetpack.
kind of already seen.
Yeah. Lava.
Yeah.
Fighting. Whistling birds. Same stuff from the first trailer, just a different angle, I guess.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Let us know what you think. You think we're going to get another trailer? If so, we're here for it. But I know Nolan last week said he didn't want to see anything. So
Yeah, I just don't want to get my hopes up.
yeah.
But so far, I'm not getting my hopes up about any of the rumored characters.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I'm excited about the characters that we have now.
True. Now, Gina Carano, actress for
Yes.
Cara Dune, did say that some of the rumors were true and some
Right.
weren't. So we're at least getting some of them.
Yeah.
We just don't know which ones. So we will see.
But she's getting her own show, so.
Yeah, she's getting her own show,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. That concludes all of the things going on in Star Wars. That was a lot. That was probably the majority of our episode tonight.
Probably.
But we're going to spend the last part of this rewatching, reviewing, recapping Chapter 7, The Reckoning. By far, one of the best ones of Season 1.
Definitely the top 3 for me. Very good episode. Ended with a bang.
Definitely.
Started off with a pretty good bang.
Definitely.
I mean, it was a well-rounded episode.
Director, Deborah Chow. Written by
Are you not surprised?
Jon Favreau.
Get on board, Disney.
Overall, it's one of those rally up the troop episodes
Yes.
that, he goes back.
It's the penultimate episode.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to keep everybody just
Yeah.
pumped up the whole time.
One thing I will say that was kind of amusing to me and kind of comical watching it back again is he goes to Cara Dune and he's like, hey, we'll do this, and she's like, no, and he's like, Imperium, she's like, I'm in. So it's like your stereotypical like, I'm retired, I'm not gonna do it, and then they say one thing, I'm in, and he does something similar to Quill, right?
Yeah, but Quill, it's more like
Quill's
He's
just doing it because he
protecting
wants
the child,
right.
yeah.
because the child, and the only way that he'll do it too is if he allows IG-11 to come.
Yeah.
So a lot of different things there, man.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you think Quill really wants IG-11 to come, or do you think Quill is trying to sculpt Din a little bit as far as him trusting droids more?
I think a little bit of both, because I think Quill thinks that eventually IG-11 is going to show why he should start trusting them.
Right. He said he's programmed to protect.
Yeah.
And he does, which we'll see
Next week.
next time.
We'll talk about that
on
next
Mando
week.
Talk. But so I think like the vibe I got from the first time is like, yeah, I spent all this work and my droid's coming with me. But this time when I watched it, I was like, it's almost like he's trying to teach Mando a lesson instead of just having the droid come with him. You know what I mean?
I could see that, and I kind of like that angle.
Yeah.
Now, I had a really, and we might not even be able to answer this question, but the first
I'll
note,
give you an answer. It'll probably be wrong.
the first note that I made here was at the top of the show. We see Din gets a call from Grief Karga, transmission, asking him to come back to Navarro to try to get rid of the Imperials. Basically because you stirred all this up and we need to get rid of them because I cannot control the guild with the imps there.
Right.
Now, here's kind of my question. This leads Din to start going after Cara, Quill, IG-11 to form his crew. Here's my question, and we might not be able to answer it. Nolan will give me something. Where do you think Din was going before he got that call? Like, what was his mission? Was he still just going random places, or, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know why that thought came across my mind.
Maybe he was on his way to Mon Cala, like he's going in season 2.
Yeah, see, I'm trying to connect this to season 2 somehow. So, like, is possibly what he was gonna do in that moment, is that what we pick up on in season 2, possibly? I don't know. That's kind of what I'm wanting to try to see if we connect it to. Nolan, come on, man. You got an answer for me.
He was going to go beat Han Solo's record in the Kessel Run.
I like that.
You're welcome.
That's a good answer. That's canon. That's a fact. That's what was in his head. No doubt.
Yeah, no doubt.
Okay.
I mean, hey, he's got a Razor Crest, so, you know.
I don't think that Razor Crest is very fast.
No.
When I look at that, I'm like, man, that ship's got to be slow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But he ends up going and getting Cara first.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Again, BA touched on how quick she changes her mind.
Yeah, it was like instant.
Quill kind of...
And, you know, I didn't like that when we first watched it. I was kind of like, really? Like, that's kind of an easy way to do it. But
yeah.
Hopefully her character development in season 2, you know, it'll develop a little bit more. Because we get a lot of it in season 1, but...
I want to know more.
She's still got her layers on.
Yeah.
And we need to peel those back.
I want to know more about her past.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, the fact that she's from Alderaan is intriguing in of itself.
Very.
Because did she know Leia is my biggest question still about her, if they grew up on the same planet. And they're probably close to around the same age if we're 5 years after Return of the Jedi at this point. So, yeah. And then, so he got Cara on board. And again, another question that comes to my mind, they don't think to go get somebody to take care of the child until the child causes his ship to go crazy.
Right.
So was he initially going to go after Quill? I don't know. Maybe it was just something that happened. And he was like, oh, I know the perfect person for this.
You know, Cara says, we've got to get somebody to watch him.
Yeah.
And then he's like, yeah. And so he's like, boop, boop, boop. Here we go.
But after she says that, and he answers her and says that, their ship's already, like, headed toward where Quill's at.
Oh,
I don't know if that's just how they shot it, where it just pans out and it's something else, but it looked like that's where he was headed.
Okay.
But again,
I don't know if I noticed that. I might have to rewatch again.
Fourth, fifth time for
Fourth,
you?
fifth time. I don't even know it at this point. Now, a very frequent theme continues. Din hates droids. Now, my question, because we know what happens next week when we watch Chapter 8. are we still going to see hesitation from Din with droids in season 2, or do you think he's fully over it? You think he's fully on board with them?
No, I don't think he'll get over it. I don't think he's going to get over it.
I tend to agree.
Because and it's like Quill said in this episode, do you trust me? And then he's like, as far as I can tell, yeah. And then he's like, well, then you'll trust my work. A droid is just the imprint of his programmer.
True.
So I don't think we'll get any trust built up. Now, I think we will have a prominent droid character in season 2. We haven't gotten any notice about what it could be.
That's a good point.
So, but I think we will get another droid character. We have to, because that is a door that needs to be opened with Din Djarin. Like, I need to see more of that, and more flashbacks and stuff like that.
And also, what Star Wars thing have we seen with no droid?
Mm-hmm.
Like prequels, R2, 3PO,
Yep.
Solo is Lando's droid, Rogue One, K2SO,
Mm-hmm.
sequels, BB-8. I mean, every live-action Star Wars movie show has a sidekick droid.
Yeah.
And IG-11 just next week, he gets killed off. So who is going to fill
he
that
doesn't
role?
get killed off.
See,
Self-destructs.
Okay, yeah.
jumping a little bit ahead, I think Mando will have a sort of change of heart towards droid because of IG-11's sacrifice.
Yeah.
I think it kind of will affect
Yeah,
him.
there will be a change of heart. I just don't know as to how far he has gone with that. Like, is he full on, you're my new co-pilot, kind of? I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think it's more so like, okay, I might trust this droid a little bit based off of my past experience. But
I think we're going to get the question of who is your programmer?
Yeah, that's a fair question because, like you said, I don't think he would have went with it if it hadn't have been, well, I programmed IG-11. You should trust me because I'm the one that did that. That's a good point. I didn't think about it like that.
Another thing is they don't know Quill's dead yet, do they?
Not at the end of this episode. Do they know it by the end of Chapter 8?
I don't.
Yeah, they have to because they end up going on the ship.
To the ship, yeah.
They just walk past his body and don't see him. That'd
Sorry,
be
man.
awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think there might be like a burying scene at some point
That's
in
why we
Chapter
need
8.
to rewatch it.
Yeah, we'll see it next
Yeah,
week.
yeah.
We'll see it
So
next
check
week.
back for that reaction.
Yeah. Now, the next piece that I have in my notes is the child going full-on Force mode. He force chokes Cara Dune while arm wrestling with Din Djarin, which was really interesting to me. I completely forgot about that. I don't know why. Completely forgot that he used that force trait.
Got a little taste of the
Do you
dark
think we'll
side.
see force choking from the child in season 2? Or was that just like a plot point where it was like he's really powerful, he just doesn't know what to do yet with the force?
Yeah, I think it just showed his unbridled
Strength.
force abilities that he has.
Yeah.
And it'll probably set up the need for Din to be like, hey, if I don't bring him to somebody who's going to train him, he's going to turn into something that I can't handle.
True. That's a very good point, too.
Yeah.
And then the next impressive force ability, he can force heal. And he heals Grief Karga after whatever those pterodactyl, I don't know, whatever they were, attacked him. Dragons. Mythosaurs.
Yeah.
I really wish I hope we get mythosaurs at some point in the show.
Ooh,
That
I
would
don't
be
know.
so great.
You'll get it in the Mandalorian movie.
Maybe during the Great Purge.
Yes.
Yes.
One thing that really surprises me when watching this back is nobody knows what his power is. Like, nobody's heard about the Force and anything
Except
like
Quill.
that. Well, Quill,
Quill's
he's
heard
heard,
of
legends and rumors.
And the armorer, I think, kind of knows.
The Armorer does know.
Yeah. She talks about
And
it
we'll
more
get
in
more
8,
about that next week, too.
Because she talks...
about
she tells
sorcerers.
Dan about the sorcerers, yeah. But it's strange that, with them being as old as they are, they lived through the, really,
The Rebellion.
yeah.
They were there when Luke and Leia and Han led the destruction of the Empire.
Yeah.
So they should know.
Well, I mean, and they don't really use the Force. Luke doesn't really use the Force a whole lot. But as far as, Darth Vader and choking people out all the time and the Force, you would think they know about it. At least the legends of the Jedi. Nobody even knows what a Jedi is anymore.
Definitely. We know that when we get to the sequels, they definitely are clueless at that point because they think Luke Skywalker was just a story they made up to tell kids, which was only 30 years, which still doesn't seem like they should be able to forget that in 30 years. But it is a big galaxy.
Right.
But news should, there's things in
like
there like
us,
that
be
news
like,
travels fast.
Yeah, it'd be like us saying Jimi Hendrix was a myth.
Yeah.
It's like, no, but yeah.
No, I agree. Now, last thing that I have, it goes down at the end. The client gets killed. Death Troopers are back. I was really Rogue One. We're going back to Rogue One. I was disappointed with the Death Troopers in Rogue One.
Yeah,
While
I thought they were going
looked
to do
sick,
way more.
They looked awesome, but they didn't really accomplish much.
Yeah.
They accomplish a lot more in just these few minutes.
For sure.
Yeah, there's like 6 or 7 of them.
There's a bunch, and I'm ready to see more.
Yeah, there's like 6 or 7 of them, and they just destroy the whole wall.
I was about to say, and once
and
we
the thing about it is that first shot hit the target.
Yeah, it did.
They are no joke stormtroopers.
Mhm.
Like, they're actually can hit a target.
Right.
That's what one thing I picked up on because a regular stormtrooper it'd take 'em 5 shots to hit something.
Yeah.
Agree.
All I was gonna say was once we see them outside, like once they stand up and see that it's the Death Troopers out there, they don't break their stance like the whole time.
Nope.
Even when like Moff Gideon lands, gets out, and they're still the same. They're still locked and loaded. So I was like, these are some bad dudes.
Yeah, agree. It was a sick visual, and Moff Gideon with his folding TIE fighter landing and
it's like an X-wing TIE
raising.
fighter.
Which we see that in the trailer for season 2.
Yeah, his TIE
It's like
fighter's
coming out of a
back.
volcano
or they've got
or-
more tech TIE fighters out there
Mm-hmm.
that we just haven't seen before.
Maybe they learned that they should land. They're like, maybe we should make landing gear for our ships. Nah, we'll just keep
there you go.
kamikazing them.
There you go. We also see scout troopers.
Mm-hmm.
They were cool to see, but it wasn't cool to see them kill our boy Quill. That was rough.
Yeah.
And again, the child is scooped up
Yeah.
like an Easter egg.
Next episode, they're going to beat the crap out of him.
Yeah, next episode he gets punched, man.
Yeah. IG-11's going to
Spoiler.
IG-11's going to put their helmet on his wall.
Yeah, he is.
What?
Woo!
You get me hype.
That's one of my favorite parts of the whole season is seeing IG-11 go through that city.
Really?
Just with all the guns and
Yeah.
that's awesome.
No.
Know what I mean?
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see Chapter 8 next week,
It's going to be great.
which means we're only 7 days away from Season 2 at that point. So the next time you hear our voices, we'll be 7 days away.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Long have we waited.
Long have we
yeah.
waited.
12 months. Crap. Well, really.
Crap, son.
Really only like 10, but still.
Yeah, because Season 1 came out, mid-November?
Yeah.
And that's another thing, too. Like, Season 1, and I know we were talking about release schedule earlier in this episode. Last year, their release got bumped a little bit because of The Rise of Skywalker, correct?
I think
Like,
so.
didn't we have to do an episode in the middle of the week because they didn't want to release The Mandalorian?
Came out on Tuesday.
Yeah, because The Rise of Skywalker came out on Thursday, and they wanted time for it to breathe, I guess. And it was interesting. Chapter 7 was the one that came out before The Rise of Skywalker, because I remember watching The Rise of Skywalker and thinking, I just saw the child force heal, just like Rey force healed in this movie.
I think that was on purpose.
Think so, too.
But
Are they connected somehow?
well, no. See, they just wanted to throw that in there. Like, we'll get them mad about this, and then when they see our blockbuster movie, they won't be as mad about it.
I don't think people were mad about the child doing it.
I'm just saying
though.
that's how they were probably thinking because Star Wars fans.
True.
They're going to get mad regardless, so why not make them mad at one episode as opposed to
He's
the movie?
talking about you.
He's talking about the listeners.
I'm talking about me,
you.
too, dude. I get mad about these movies, too.
Yeah, you do.
We know.
We know
We
you
know.
don't like a single one.
I will say, now that we've kind of wrapped up the episode,
Yeah.
have you guys seen Knives Out?
No, I haven't. Ryan Johnson, right?
Right. I'll give the guy credit. He can make a movie. He just can't make a Star Wars movie. I really enjoyed.
Burn.
I really enjoyed Knives Out. It's a great movie.
Cool.
I've heard good things about it.
You should watch it.
I need to check it out. That's got Captain America, James Bond in it, correct?
Yep.
And a bunch of other people.
And a bunch of other ones that I
Okay.
don't know the names of, but they are also big actors and
Okay.
actresses.
Yeah. Okay, guys.
Any other takeaways from Chapter 7?
Yeah. It's awesome. Go see it.
If you haven't
Yeah.
seen it at this point, why are you listening to us? Go
Yeah.
watch it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're listening
need
to
to
us
watch
and
it
you
if you
haven't
listen to
seen
our
it,
review.
then yeah, you're good to go. You got the good stuff,
Yeah. We gave it
and
to
you heard it from the mouth of babes.
Yeah.
It's a good analogy.
Okay. Yeah.
Listen, follow us if you want to win that giveaway. That's a good giveaway.
Win it. Yep.
Win it, baby.
Win
Just
it.
Win it.
Yeah. When are we gonna announce the winners?
Great question. I am so glad you asked, bro. Okay.
Cool. Thanks, bro.
Winners are going to be announced October 30th, the release date of season 2. So big day for those of you
Yes.
that enter the giveaway.
Yes.
And you also get a second runner-up kind of award for getting Mandalorian season 2. Obviously, our giveaway is more important than that. So.
Right. So keep an eye out for our giveaway.
Questionable.
Keep an eye out for our giveaway information out there on our social media platforms.
No doubt. Mando
And-
Talk, at Mando Talk, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. BA, thanks for being here. man.
MandoTalk.weebly.com.
Absolutely.
Let him keep going. It'll be background for our conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have spoken.